mean, both teams boast a lot of depth and could try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
Yeah, the adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's man in at the one spot. Jams it in off the great move.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's Durant. That one doesn't go. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well-equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Durant wide open, he fires. Offline with his three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Now, here's George, banked in off the glass.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Here's Paul. Durant in the corner. A crossover. He takes it up and lays it in.
Just too much to handle. Durant not fazed by the bump.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. George passes to Morris. Outside Leonard. Fires from deep. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Durant for 3. It's good from long range. Durant's got 5 points so far.
What a ruthless move by Durant, dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that 3-point answer.
And stolen by Ayton.
2 minutes remaining.
And Phoenix with another turnover here.
Out of bounds. LA ball.
The Clippers in the lead. Here's man with the drive on the wing, Morris. Here's Zubac, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And George gets the whistle that time.
Second team foul.
That's his first foul. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Kobe, the pass to Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Now, here's Leonard. 6 points for him. Plays it up and banks it in.
Kawhi Leonard.
He's got 8.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Durant finds Paul. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And the basket by Okogie.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Leonard attacking from deep. George. Phoenix grabs the miss. On the wing, Booker, defended by George. Okogie misses.
Give the defender credit, willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Here's Durant. Here's Ayton. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Morris Sr.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
And KD throws it down.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
Offensive rebound, 2 on the clock. Morris. And he finishes nicely on the way.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Westbrook finds Batum, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Count it. Good. Gordon's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Westbrook against Paul. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Gordon missing. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Suns. And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got 5 points so far.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Kicks it out to Booker. Paul outside. Pass to Durant. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Ho-hum, guess what? Another bucket for KD, just making the game look easy, somewhat boring.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Gordon, the pass to Batum. Here's Westbrook. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
And here's KD for 3. Paul. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 3. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Ball against Westbrook. Back to Gordon. There's the pass to Plumlee. Batum with the three. Drills it from outside. Batum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
An assertive shot by Batum right off the catch. He knew he just needed the ball.
Outside for Durant. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
2 minutes remaining.
Paul with the steal.
2 minutes.
And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Booker. Okogie, the pass to Ayton.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
Covington with the bucket. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Booker outside. Pass to Paul. Durant in the corner. Booker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Paul. And here's KD for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Right side, Batum. For 3, Covington. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Does so much for his team's spacing. Opponents have to respect Covington's deep ball.
Durant, the pass to Booker. Outside for Durant. He's off on that one, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Gordon inside, working on Booker. That shot wide open. And now it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
And we don't see Covington shoot from the corner a lot, but he looks confident bombing it from there.
They get it back. Ayton dishes to Booker. KD looking around. Buries it from 3-point range. KD's got 15 points.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Westbrook kicks to Batum. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Thanks, David. And we'll be...
Your son, 28. The Clippers, 37.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's man in at the 1. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Outside, KD. No good from outside. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up to the Los Angeles Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Zubac in the post. Defended by Booker. And good that time. Zubac has got his second basket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Passes it to Okogie. Lets it go from deep. Picked off in midair. George with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Jacks up a three. And it's George missing. Suns trail by 9. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
And that one drops for him. Ayton's got 6.
And the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
Morris outside. No good with the triple. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. KD passes to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Paul kicks to Ayton. Booker against George. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Booker. Stolen by George. And now the Clippers on the break. Pass to man. Back to George. Leonard on the wing. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Suns. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Here's man, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Morris. For the finish, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
George finds Zubats. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Paul for 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers leading by 14. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
You know, he should know better. A pass like that is going to wind up as a turnover more often than not.
1:32 left in the third quarter. Paul kicks to Durant. Will it go? And that one clear. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Times, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Suns here with a different look. Biyombo is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. TJ Warren comes in for Josh Okogie. Terrence Ross is checked in for Devin Booker. And it's Payne in for Paul. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Suns trail by 15. Payne kicks to Ross. Stolen by Gordon. And stolen by Biyombo. Payne dishes to Ross. Payne in the post. He's covered by Westbrook. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got his first points in this one.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Westbrook passes to Batum. Back to Covington. Ross against Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Covington. Here's Plumlee. It's hauled in by the Suns. KD's got his 4th rebound in this one. Warren finds Ross. Back to Warren. It's tipped. Covington with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Covington with the ball.
Showing off the agility and quickness. Covington knows where to get when the break is on.
Outside Durant. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Warren kicks to Ross. With 4 seconds on the clock. The 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
And part of the longevity of Batum's career is that his game translates to these times.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Clippers ahead as they end the 3rd quarter with a 13-5 run. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, the easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. We've got Payne. Warren is out there with Durant. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Biyombo at the 5 roaming the paint. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Richard, you played before and after the emergence of social media. How does that affect, in your opinion, the players these days in that very uncharted world?
Well, it's a beautiful thing because players now understand that they are a brand. Social media has helped them build a brand, and so now you have the ability to connect with your fans in a positive way. And for me, that is a great thing for this league because the players are doing a great job with it.
But you'd probably agree you got to use it correctly and not stray into the dark side, right?
Yeah, no, stay away from the dark side.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And he makes that one.
Give some love to KD there, making the unselfish play.
Here's Mann. Ross with the steal. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Los Angeles leading by 18. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And the Suns call time. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Robert Covington.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. And it's Leonard missing. Suns trail by 18. Booker with no one around. Good on the three-point shot.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Mann passes to Zubac. Zubac, a screen on Durant. Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Ayton.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Well, Phoenix shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. And the pass to KD. Stolen away. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody better. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen. Can absorb defenders like it's nothing. And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Pass to Morris. This one for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Man, how about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
For 3, Durant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And he does it right in his face. This is how you answer a 3 with a 3. Just merciless.
Back to Zubac. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Phoenix ball.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside for KD. Cuts off the pass. The 3 from Leonard. Rebound by Okogie. Okogie's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And that time, also a missed shot. And stolen by Ayton. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's Durant laying it in.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Leonard.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
Leonard, the pass to Morris. Here's man. Outside Leonard, 2 on the clock. The 3 from Morris. Rebound by Okogie. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And the wide-open shot from Morris. No good on the 3. On offense, here are the Suns. Passes it to Booker. Okogie for 3. And no good. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Morris finds Leonard. Now, here's Zubac. So the Clippers winning this one easily to come into an opponent's building. And all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And Minnesota has possession. 5 to shoot. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Towns passes to Gobert. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
And here's Paul. And Conley grabs the miss. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
It's good.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
We played just over a minute here in the first. And Paul gets it to go.
Paul has tremendous experience, and he's figured out ways at 6 feet tall how to score in the paint effectively and often.
Now here's Towns. Goes back up. Goes up again. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Towns. And stolen by Durant. It's intercepted. Here's Gobert. And he converts the layup.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Here's Okogie. Now here's Towns. Six to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. From deep, Conley. And he can't get that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. Down low. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. Now here's McDaniels. From outside, off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Chris Paul, one of the best foul shooters in the history of the NBA. I mean, he's not a guy you want to send to the line.
And he drops the first. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Paul passes to Ayton. Durant with it. From deep. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Towns against Booker. It's Edwards with a drive. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
And Minnesota has possession. The Suns getting their last shot to go. McDaniels from long range. The Suns clear it.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And Durant with the big finish.
Fantastic decision-making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. Here's Conley. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. First free throw is good. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Paul passes to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Picked by Gobert. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Yep, that one's good. Gobert's got 6 points.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
For 3, Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Well, Durant looks close to automatic. I mean, he does not second guess or hesitate at all his shot selection.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. 4 on the clock. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Timberwolves.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Towns. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Power it home!
Oh, wow!
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Ayton, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And Edwards slams it in.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Fast break, here we go. The finish. Ayton against Towns. Back to Edwards. With the floater. Now here's McDaniels. He's covered closely. Towns can't get it to go. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Durant, and count the bat. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this was slow.
The previous play is under
So many close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was...
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
VA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, 1, score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from three.
Let's go with a three. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Booker, the pass to Aiden. Durant for three. Drills it from deep. Durant's got 17 points.
You know, when Durant gets a look from that distance, he's letting it fly.
On the wing, Alexander Walker. Booker defending. Reed sets a screen. Back to Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Phoenix ball.
The Suns trailing.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Outside McDaniels. Towns on a screen. 6 on the shot clock. And it's powered home by Towns.
And, you know, you got multiple options with this guy coming out of the screen. He can go pick and pop on you. He can go pick and roll. Towns can hurt you either way.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
And Edwards slams it in.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Outside Paul. Okogie on the wing. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Conley. Back to Daniels. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it. 1:02 left in the first half of this game. Here's a three from Paul. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. And Edwards.
Oh, my. I mean, just went hard on that one, B.A.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it. The Timberwolves have gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Durant for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Edwards against Booker. Edwards can't hit. Here's Okogie. Unable to get that one. Outside Edwards. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And hold up.
The previous play is under review.
The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus is providing the officials with the necessary footage to...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. Appreciate it, Allie.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Suns, 31. The Timberwolves, 35.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton's out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Prince. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Phoenix has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Booker finds Paul. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got 5.
And his handle's simply phenomenal. Rush hour handles of the highest level, cutting and carving his way to wherever he wants to go. Chris Paul is a maestro with the ball.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Reed to screen on Booker. Alexander Walker off the mark there with a 3. The Suns leading.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Paul passes to Durant. Now here's Paul. He's guarded closely. Pass to Durant. Fires it from 18. And that one's long. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. Anderson with a screen. Spins to the middle. And stolen by Booker. And they're on the run. Here's Ayton. And that one drops. And now it's a 5-point Suns lead.
Grown man strength right there. Ayton just pushing through contact and getting it done.
Timeout call, the Timberwolves. The Suns going with a whole new group out there. Some changes for Minnesota. The Timberwolves shooting very well, 62%, and going right at the defense. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Clock at 6. McDaniels a screen. Here's Gobert. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And Edwards slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
The Suns on offense. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Pass to Baisley. Here's Shamet, guarded by Edwards. Now Payne. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Warren finds Payne.
On defense, Gobert expertly uses his size and length, making himself into a wall.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd.
Outside Edwards. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Can't get it to drop. And Phoenix the other way now. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Aggressive defense from Towns there, staying all over the shot and getting a clean block.
Outside Edwards. The 3 is up. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got his 4th assist in this one. The Suns have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the 3rd. Pass to Baisley. Biombo with it. Here's Shaman. For 3, Warren. The shot comes out.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
And it's McDaniels off the drive. Out to the wing. Now here's Towns. Tight defense on him. Outside Warren. Biombo with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Warren against Edwards. Warren, shot is good. And the Suns lead by 4.
You know, Warren's role on this team is to score the basketball and to do it from just about anywhere, but particularly these spots on the floor.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. And we've got 28 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
The Suns have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the 3rd quarter. Outside Payne. Pass to Baisley. It's Warren on the wing. Now Biombo. Can't get it to fall. And the game's still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. Suns ahead. They lead by.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. So for Minnesota right now, Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Noel in at the point guard position. Phoenix calls timeout. Some changes here for the Timberwolves. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He told them, quote, "It all comes down to the next few minutes. That's what will decide this game. So step up. This is your moment, not theirs." Inspiring words, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Edwards. Soft touch off the glass. Edwards got 24.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
They grab their own miss. Oh, deflected. Outside for Booker. Here's Durant. Here's Ayton. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Edwards against Durant. Edwards can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Fires from deep. Again, the miss by Edwards. The Suns trailing. Pass to Durant. Outside Paul. Here's Okogie. Outside for Booker. Back to Okogie. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards, the pass to Conley. Towns up top. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
Edwards finds Gobert. Towns for three. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Among big men, Towns is one of the very best spot-up shooters there is. And very consistent on the catch-and-shoot jumper.
It's kept alive. Paul passes to Booker. Durant on the attack. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
And he's good on the second.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. And Durant with the block.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
Here's Edwards. Phoenix grabs the miss. Aiden's got 8 rebounds in the game. And Durant with the big finish.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. He's no stranger to the moment. Actually, this guy relishes the moment.
McDaniels, a screen on Aiden. Here's Towns. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Conley goes in. The Suns clear it. We've got 1:13 left in the final quarter. Booker finds Paul. Back to Booker. Outside Paul. The kick to Durant. Lets the 3 fly. It falls! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings them within 1. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Outside Edwards. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
With the big-time and 1. This is now a 2-possession game.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Edwards against Durant. And Edwards, here we go. Count it!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit. Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
With the drive. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
Durant, no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
And stolen by Durant. And the miss. And so it's Minnesota with the W. They played the villain.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Basket counts.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Here's man, covered by Conley, and Leonard has it in the corner. And the three off target. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Nobody near George. A three-pointer, no good.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And he's good on the three ball.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
Edwards against George. Outside Edwards. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's man driving to the basket, and the wide open shot from Morris drops in the tray. Morris has got 5 points so far.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. George passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here is Conley. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Morris, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's Edwards on the wing. Zubac defending. The Clippers grab the miss.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
The pass to man. No good on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 6. Conley kicks to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
In the corner, it's Morris. And a miss there on the triple. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. The tray. The shot off that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. And here we go. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, the claw in complete command of the ball on the way up. Nicely done.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. There's a... Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. From deep, George. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Edwards can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 4. Out to Morris. Here's man. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
I really like how Marcus Morris plays within the offense. This guy is so solid at recognizing when he should give it up.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Conley feeling it out. Shot clock at 6. Back to Edwards. Gobert, the screen. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Defense. LA basketball.
7 seconds left in the first quarter. George. And George with the stuff.
Paul George leaving, no doubt. Nice finish.
Gets the assist.
And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close.
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers youth dance team.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's man in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here is Conley. Over in the corner, Edwards. 5 to shoot. Here's Gobert. The shot misses. Excellent D there from George. And sometimes in the closing moments, NBA games can slow to a crawl. Of course, you and I know that firsthand. Intentional fouls. Replay reviews. What should the league revise in terms of that?
The most important thing they did is take some of the replay reviews and allow Secaucus to deal with it. That speeds up action. The fact of the matter is fouls and free throws at the end of the game are part of strategy. And yes, we need to be quick with replay reviews, but we have to understand this is strategic and important stuff that happens.
Now here's Leonard following the miss by Marcus Morris. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Conley, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Man passes to Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight. And
that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Towns, a screen on George. Edwards kicks to Towns. And the rejection by Zubac. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Clippers leading by 12. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West. There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Conley against Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Edwards against Gordon. Towns for 3. Also Westbrook with the rebound. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. 1:49 left now here in the second. Here's Edwards. He can't get that one. Gordon with the defensive effort. Westbrook against Conley. Outside Gordon. Puts up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside, does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley.
Well, just really intelligent playmaking from Russell Westbrook. This guy sees someone with a good look, and he gets him the basketball.
Here's Reid, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Westbrook. Puts the move on. For the 3. Outside for Batum. It's Covington on the wing. Fires from deep. A shot by Batum. No good. Timberwolves trail by 15. Prince dishes to Anderson. Now here's Reid. He's guarded by Plumlee from short range, and he can't bank that one in. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Plumlee sets the pick for Westbrook. Tries the spin move. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
How quick is Russell Westbrook with the dribble? He is impossible to contain.
A 3 from Anderson, and no good on the last second attempt this time. All right, David, thank you.
Your Clippers, 33. The Timberwolves, 15.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Kyle Anderson is out there with Reid. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's Noel in at the point. Here's Alexander Walker. It's deflected.
That 7-foot wingspan and the versatility of Nick Batum send it back.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Timberwolves trail by 20. Pass to Reid. Prince with a screen on Plumlee. Passes it to Noel. Now the feed to Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And here's Covington from the arc. They get the rebound. On the wing, Eric Gordon launches it. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Prince misses. Clippers leading by 22. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Anderson. Here's Alexander Walker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Alexander Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Westbrook kicks to Batum. Plumlee attacking. Outside Westbrook. It's Covington on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And they'll get another chance. Pass to Noel. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Gordon, and it's good, 2 points.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Clippers leading by 19.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
Now here's Towns. The second chance effort. Gobert, no good. Outside, George. Fires the 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. Timberwolves trail by 19. Outside, Edwards. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. The Clippers shooting is leaving some to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. George finds Zubats. Out to Morris. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Nailed from three-point land.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
The pass to Gobert. Out to the right wing. Outside Conley. He takes it in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Conley's got 6.
Well, there's a certain level of quickness you've got to contend with. Mike Conley off the dribble drive.
Leonard fires away from outside. A big-time effort for Eric Gordon, providing a lot of energy. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's man in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Inside, Leonard with the steal. Pass to man. Now Morris. Left side, Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Michael Conley picks one up. And of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
George looking over the floor. He feeds it to Morris. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Minnesota basketball.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Conley kicks to Towns. Outside Edwards. From deep. Another miss by Minnesota.
Listen, that's a looking to hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
A three from Leonard. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Morris against Edwards. To the inside. In deep. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
A nice shot by George.
It matters not if you're staying attached and connected to Paul George. He's got the height and release point to get it off anyway.
To the left wing. Here's McDaniels. And the rejection by Zubats. Right side George. Outside Leonard. Back to George. Clock at 6. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
McDaniels passes to Towns. To halt the run, George with the defensive effort. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Mann, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Here's Edwards. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. Here's Towns. Misses the baby hook.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Drains the three-pointer.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Leonard.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
Towns, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're rolling here on a 15-point run. Again, Leonard missing. Timberwolves on offense. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Prince. The kick out to Anderson. Here's Noel. Hits it from three-point range.
And allowing this to go no further. He stops a 15-0 run by Los Angeles.
And a deep three from George. The long-distance three is buried.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Here's Alexander Walker. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Three-pointer.
Here's Mann. Outside, George. And the miss. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
Well, Smitty, these two teams have been around the block a few times. Both rosters filled with veterans.
No surprises tonight, BA. These guys have faced off on various teams so many times, they know all of their opponent's tricks.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
And what do you expect? Durant's not going to let you disrespect him on the other end without an answer.
Leonard, right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
That one goes. Count it.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Good on the bucket.
Grown man strength right there. Ayton just pushing through contact and getting it done.
Here's man. He's guarded by Paul. Leonard, right side. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Paul. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
When it comes to surveying the floor, Durant's height is a major asset.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The kick out to Morris. The 3. The Suns clear it. Durant with it. Guarded now by Morris. Paul passes to Durant. The kick out to Paul. For 3. Another shot. And laid in by Booker.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
George drives in. Morris for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Durant. Launches it. Paul George pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Ayton. Back to Durant. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Pass to Booker. Here's Durant. And here's Booker. Now here's Durant. George defending. Goes back up. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Couldn't have been more obvious about it. That's just a lack of discipline, not the way you're taught to do it.
And that one's good, man. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Okogie. Ayton passes to Paul. And there it is for him. Paul's got 6 points.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Here's man. Kicks it to George. The 3. And Ayton pulls it down. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Leonard. Here's George, using his post moves to get the 2 points.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
For 3, Durant. Here's Ayton, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
That one's off.
At the line for the Suns, DeAndre Ayton.
He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Morris for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Durant, the pass to Booker. Back to Durant. 3 seconds left. And it's slammed in by Durant.
The defense has to be careful. Kevin Durant has hops, taking the ball straight to the rim.
It's all tied in Los Angeles. Quarter number 2 coming up.
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers USP.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
And so in the game for the Suns, a deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Durant with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. And here's Covington. Pass to Batum. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Showing the versatility. Nicholas Batum attacking in the lane and challenging that defense.
The kick out to Paul. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
The Clippers trail. Westbrook outside. Batum outside. Pass to Gordon. It's Covington on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Well, the Suns shooting 69%. I think they're even surprising themselves out there. Batum pulls it in.
How does such an elite finisher not throw that down? I'm confused. And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving the trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Pass to Okogie. Puts up a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
3 points.
Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see. Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Here's Westbrook. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It goes on Kevin Durant.
What I love about Russell Westbrook, he plays with maximum effort every single night. You can be sure he's not taking any plays off.
Here's Booker. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Plumlee.
This speaks to Westbrook's high level of awareness. Understands when one of his guys is wide open.
For 3, Durant. No luck on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Batum finds Westbrook. Back to Batum. Gordon outside. He drops it from range. And now it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Westbrook left side. Westbrook slams it in.
I'm amazed at the level of creativity by Russell Westbrook. His dunks are special. He's an outstanding athlete.
In transition, here they come. Batum, pass to Gordon. Batum with a screen on Booker. Back to Batum. Pass to Plumlee. Just 5 to shoot. Westbrook against Paul. Phoenix grabs the miss. A minute and a half left to play in the first half. Here's Durant making his mark again. He's shooting 4 for 9 in this one.
I don't think we've ever seen a player of Durant's size who can handle the rock that well.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
And it's Westbrook off the drive.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in the game. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
For 3, Durant. Booker, the pass to Durant. Back to Booker. Over Plumlee. Up top, Durant. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
I'll tell you what, Durant takes a lot of contact inside. Defenders try to muscle him, but it doesn't matter.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. Back to Plumlee. And Gordon with the big finish.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Here's Batum. No good on the buzzer beater. Allie, as always, thank you. Whoop.
Your Clipper, 39. The Suns, 30.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's man in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Outside Paul. Back to Booker. Outside Paul. On the wing, Durant. Here's Okogie. He's guarded by Zubac. Okogie's shot is off.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
Zubac passes to Morris. George for 3. Sinks the tray. George has got 7. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
The Suns have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Outside Durant. Outside Paul. Durant with it. He's got 11. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. 13 points in the game. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. George passes to Zubac. Leonard for three. Gets the three ball to go. Leonard's gotten his second bucket.
As a coach, you feel so comfortable with Kawhi on the floor. He's one of those guys, when the clock is ticking down, get him the ball.
It's George on the wing. Back to Leonard. Pass to Morris. Durant against George. And George with the jam.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Booker for three. Paul George pulls down the board.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Pass to Aiden. Okogie on the wing, guarded by Morris. Outside for Booker. From downtown. Phoenix no good that time either.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Now Morris. It's George on the wing. Booker defending. The kick out to Morris. Just 4 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
1:11 left in the third. Here's Paul. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Paul's got 8.
With the ball on his string and that short area burst, Chris Paul can get anywhere he wants to go.
Here's man. Inside, Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Here's Leonard. And the layup is good. He's got 9.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
It's rebounded by Morris.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
From the arc. Man misses. Outside Paul. Back to Okogie. Pass to Aiden. Outside Durant. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Los Angeles out in front. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the center position, locking down the middle. For three, Gordon. Oh, Durant with a steal. Ayton with it, guarded by Covington. Out left to the wing. Pass to Okogie. Right side Booker. Here's the three. Suns keep it alive. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Plumlee. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. And here are the Suns now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Here's Durant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline for him. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And he sinks the second. So it's Phoenix now. They trail by 18. Outside Booker. This one for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Paul with a steal. Outside Durant. Pass to Aiden. Good work defensively by Leonard.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Now here's Zubac. Here's Mann. Leonard outside. Shot clock at 6. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
You see the focus from Kawhi. When he's deep inside, he's locked in on scoring.
Durant for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. Pass to Mann. Now George takes the 3. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra-competitive. Claps back from distance.
A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either 4 spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid 3-point shooter.
Here's Mann. It's George on the wing. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Nails it from beyond the arc. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Booker for 3. Knocks down the long J.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those 3s canceling each other out perfectly.
Here's Zubac. And the layup is good off the glass.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Clippers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Paul George.
He had a surplus of energy tonight, providing defensive help all over the floor and making it seem like they had 6 guys out there instead of 5. Impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
This is what winning is all about, playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers. So it's the Clippers now. Leonard on the wing. Shoots over Booker for 3. George. No good that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Now Booker, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
At the line for the Suns, Devin Booker. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Durant, no good.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense. He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist. Coach is loving the ball movement.
Oh, they get a hand on it. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got... Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. Now here's Edwards. Into the lane. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Pass to Okogie. Good ball movement here by the Suns. No good from Booker. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Good on the triple.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Here's Ayton. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Okogie. Ball outside. And here is KD. It's stolen by Edwards. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Towns, the pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Here's McDaniels. That 3 off the mark. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Durant kicks to Ayton. Back to KD. The 3-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Edwards. Rebound by Okogie.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And Durant launches from deep. Off target with his 3. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding.
The pass to Okogie. Here's Durant. Minnesota with the rebound. Edwards looking it over. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And they get it back. Pass to Okogie. Here's Durant. Takes it inside.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Conley, and he uses the glass on the layup. Conley's got 5 now.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Durant, and he banks in the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Outside Edwards. Towns, the pass to Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Back to KD. And finished off by KD.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Conley. Outside Towns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Kevin Durant.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
And the second free throw, good. Outside Durant with the crossover, driving to the basket.
So question here. How do you stop a near 7-foot guy who can handle the ball like a guard and shoot threes? I'll wait.
Here's Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Chris Paul picks up that one. It's his first trip to the line.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, rock solid 79%.
And Edwards drops them both.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
He's such the total package. Durant entered the league as an excellent ball handler. Now he's just a flat-out magician.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. And so he hits both. And with every season, Brent, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball, is that you can find something within each player that you'd like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
Suns trailing. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, going to be tough for the defense to find a way to slow down KD. If he stays aggressive, it's going to be a big night.
Anderson the screen. Knocks it loose. Paul with the steal. And here's Booker from the arc. And KD the bucket on the assist from Booker. Durant's got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader. I mean, as good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Booker, and he gets it to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Ayton throws it down.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Here's Prince. Here's Noel, defended by Paul. And here's Prince outside. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Okogie, the pass to Paul. To the middle, here's Durant. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And it's a 4-point Suns lead.
Yeah, you're not going to see KD miss from that range very often.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. Edwards inside, defended by Booker, and the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Here's Paul. Gobert with the block. Durant against Towns. Pass to Edwards. Six to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Towns, no luck. The Suns have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Edwards against Durant, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And great, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Outside, KD. It's deflected. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Towns with the ball. Over in the corner, Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Edwards got 15.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
So the wing on the left. Here's Paul. Gobert with the block. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Here is Durant. 18 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Driving the lane, and then Durant with the dunk.
Well, long legs of Kevin Durant. They're galloping down the lane. I don't know how you catch up there.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. The shake. And Edwards with the stop.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Lets it go with the 3. And they get it back. Left side, KD. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Just not sure there's a good way to guard Kevin Durant. He's too tall, he's too skilled, and he's too quick with that release.
And he makes both free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside Edwards. To the paint. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
33, the Suns. 32.
First half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Torian Prince is out there with Anderson. Then there's Reed. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. The shot will not fall. The Timberwolves trail.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Anderson, a screen on Paul. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Alexander Walker passes to Anderson, and he makes good on the layup. Anderson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Anderson finishing through contact. I like to see him make the mid-air adjustment to get that ball off.
And Ayton throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Noel passes to Alexander Walker. Anderson the screen. Fires for 3. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Booker in the corner. Back to Durant. The shot that time, not on target. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's Noel. And there's the drive. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris Paul picks up that one. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Akogi, the pass to Ayton. Reed with the block. And they'll keep possession. Into the lane. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Ayton. Anderson with the screen for Prince. Gets the bucket and the foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
Yeah, you can't.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
At the line for Minnesota, Torian Prince. 1 shot.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough.
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Ayton throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Suns trail by 3. Here's Durant. Chalk up 2 there. Durant's got 24.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind it out game.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Back to Booker. He kicks it to Paul. Good ball movement here by the Suns. No good from Booker.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. 58 seconds left in the third. Drives to the hoop. Here's Gobert. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Gobert, the screen. The Timberwolves have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
He hits the second from the line. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Okogie. McDaniels defending. Ayton kicks to Paul. Here's Durant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
But Durant still has a drive to keep adding something to his game offensively, which should be scary to the rest of the league, but makes him so fun to watch.
Durant hits them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Edwards can't hit. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 1. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And again, it's the Suns missing. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Booker. Edwards inside. And Edwards with the stuff.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And the Timberwolves with possession here. 3-point lead, setting the floor for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton, and it's Okogie in at the 3. Edwards passes to McDaniels, and the 3 ball is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using them to cut up the defense there with ease.
Pass to Edwards. Back to McDaniel. 4 on the shot clock. And finished off by McDaniel.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Well, another thing that has really stood out is just their effort defensively. Active hands, jumping the passing lanes, racking up steals. That's been impressive.
Towns, no luck. Suns trail by 4. To the inside. Towns with the steal. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And finished off by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Here's KD. And KD throws it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. And stolen by Booker. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Minnesota leading by 4. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Booker. And here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Paul passes to Okogie. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Conley scanning the floor. Clock is at 3. Outside Edwards. Over Booker.
Well, Booker asserting himself on the defensive end that time. He has good size and enough speed to annoy the opposing scorer.
Here's Durant, and he hits the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Happy to put the team on his back, especially in the biggest of moments. Durant nails a huge shot.
That's good from Durant.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards dishes to Conley. Off target from outside. Suns trail by 3. Okogie, the pass to KD. And the layup is good. Durant's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Going inside, and then Durant with the jam.
Durant imposing his will, this time at the rim.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Outside, Towns. Ball with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Okogie. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Edwards drives in, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here.
And he ends up making the second, and that ties the game up.
Shaking his head moment there, had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Now the pass to Okogie. Now here's Durant. McDaniels defending. Back to KD. 4 on the clock. Fires from 14. Paul kicks to Booker. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Towns. Wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Durant. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And the wide open shot from Paul from outside off the mark. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Towns a screen on Booker. Out to Conley. Here's McDaniels. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And regulation now complete. We will go to... These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Now Conley. 2 big men inside. Towns and Gobert. Then it's Conley. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Alexander Walker into the 2.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Down low. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Minnesota in the lead. Feeds it to McDaniels. Rebound by Okogie. Okogie's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up. Booker inside. Durant in the corner. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Out of bounds, it will go to the Suns. As we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. Pass to Okogie. Kicks it out to Paul. Passes it to Booker. KD against Towns. Clock at 6. To take the lead. Here's Okogie. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. And the Suns lead by 2.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Here's Alexander Walker, and it's sent back by KD. Edwards, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
To the left side wing. Okogie, the pass to Paul. Booker with it. 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming out.
I don't know if fouling Booker is ever a good idea. I mean, he is a great free throw shooter, and he's made for these moments.
Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, crucial moment there at the free throw line, and he never flinched.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Tries yet again. Money! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Kicks it out to Paul. On the pass to Okogie. Here's the dish to Booker. KD on the wing. McDaniels defending. Outside for KD. And he drives in.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Edwards drawing the double team. Towns in the corner. Outside Edwards. Right block shot. No good. Here's Gobert.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Left side Durant. That will count. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And so we are tied. Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks. And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to quit. Booker against Edwards.
Well, as a young, dynamic scorer, Devin Booker knows how to get his way against most defenders in the league.
And the first one at the line is good.
Devin Booker taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Booker. Minnesota with the ball. Right side, Edwards. Tries again. McDaniels uses the glass to finish the layup. McDaniels got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Paul kicks to Booker. Back to Paul. Outside, KD. And finished off by KD.
Yeah, could you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
And it's Conley penetrating. Count that one.
That's just being a pro. Conley understanding the moment and rising to the occasion.
Durant in the corner. He takes it in, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. KD's got 45 points. To the middle. Ball stolen. Paul outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's McDaniels. It's hauled in by the Suns. There's 1:38 left in the second overtime period, and here we are. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Love to watch KD out in transition. Puts a little flair on the finish.
Outside Edwards. Goes up again. Pass to McDaniels. Just 5 to shoot. Towns against Ayton. Another miss by Minnesota.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Okogie, the pass to Ayton. Booker outside. And contact on the and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the
ruling on the floor is confirmed.
speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can sometimes break to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
McDaniels passes to Gobert.
And if he gets looks that cleanly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
You know, the team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And Towns no good on that one. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Booker no good. Minnesota with the ball.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Conley's shot is off. Here's Okogie. And no good that time. So the Suns win it. The double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and that
Now let's meet the starters for the Clippers.
So the Clippers win the tip. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's man in at the 1. Now here's Leonard to the inside. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Towns with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. And it's McDaniels off the drive. Gobert on the high post. 6 to shoot. Pass to Edwards. Towns on a screen. Fires the 3. Edwards can't hit. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Zubac. They get it back. Tries again. Outside McDaniels. Towns with the ball. All sorts of time. Buries the jump shot.
That one looking good the whole way, guys. I mean, for a young center, Towns very mindful of his shot mechanics.
Stolen by Conley. Pass to Gobert. Towns a screen on Zubac. Gobert drives in. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
The 3, George on target from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Up and in on the layup. Gobert's got his second basket.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Man. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert. A main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Boy, we've talked about, George is athletic. He's long, and he's got really long arms, which helps him as a defender, and that allows him to clog up passing lanes and come up with steals, too.
Now here's Edwards. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Driving inside and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And that one's good, man. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Now here's Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McDaniels passes to Gobert. The kick out to Conley. Towns for 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
And just executing your offense earlier in the clock helps you avoid shots like that. Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Snatched up. Here's Gobert. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
First personal foul.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Pass to man. Fires the three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. It's stolen by Leonard. Poked loose. Leonard got the loose ball, but that'll be a backcourt violation. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Here's Conley. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. Edwards finds Towns. Nice shot from the wing.
A good play ending with the right play. A big cat. One of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Clippers on top, leading by 14. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Boy, quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you guys think?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort, defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So here are the five for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's man in at the point.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Kicks it to George from behind the arc. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. George has got 6.
Just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Edwards against George. Hangs in the air. In deep, Edwards drops it in. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles. Building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Man. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Plumlee a screen. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Batum against Towns. Conley passes to Towns. Towns on a screen. Clock at 6. Conley goes in. Second chance shot. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Mason Plumlee.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
Good on the second one. The officials have been a little stingier with the whistle recently. Clark, you think fewer fouls called is good for the game?
I like to see the game played with a certain amount of flow, so you got to give some latitude to the physicality, and I am in favor of fewer fouls being called. The officials do a good job, I think, of judging advantage, disadvantage, and it's much more appealing to the fans when the game flows more fluidly.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. The first one falls.
At the line for Minnesota,
and that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Pass to Plumlee for three. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. High arcing shot. Second chance effort. Back to Gobert. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Westbrook. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Outside Covington. Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Here's McDaniels. That shot off. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to Plumlee. Out to Gordon. There's the 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
You cannot let Gordon get it going from the perimeter. He's an incredibly consistent and persistent long-range shooter.
The kick out to Edwards. 27 seconds left in the first half of this one. 6 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Now Westbrook. He's got 5. Launches a 3. No good there. And through one half, it hasn't even been. Thanks very much, Allie. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 41%.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
They've got Kyle Anderson, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group from Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Leonard outside. Back to man. Fires for 3. Here's Zubats. And he battles for the ball. Gets the second chance bucket. Zubats has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
To the middle. Here's Anderson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Anderson's got his first points of the game.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
George for 3. Hits the trifecta. And the Clippers lead by 21.
Paul George has become such an assertive and confident player who knows exactly when he's in position to get that catch and shoot off.
Here's Anderson. It's tipped. George outside. And he lobs it up top. And the dunk by Leonard.
And communication made that play. Leonard just reads his teammate and knows exactly where to be for the alley-oop.
Back to Prince. Anderson with a screen. Prince can't hit. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Slam dunk city, Paul George, with the big-time throwdown there.
Pass to Alexander Walker, right wing. Here's Prince. Another miss by Minnesota. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
Morris outside. Pass to Mann from deep three-point range. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and it was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Alexander Walker. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers. And for Mann, proving he belongs, earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
NBA, I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Pass to Towns. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Back to Edwards. Paul George pulls it in. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Leonard passes to George. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. George has got 8 here in this quarter.
Paul George has such confidence in his three-point shot now. It's almost like he expects them all to go in.
Towns on a screen. Edwards for 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Morris. Jacks up a 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
At the line for the Clippers.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Offensive board. Pass to Batum. Gordon outside. Here's Plumlee. Out to Covington. Now here's Plumlee. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Shot is good by Gordon.
The assist.
Gordon so good at sizing up the defense quickly and then burning them off the catch and shoot.
To stop the run, McDaniels can't hit.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a 1. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so in the game for the Clippers, Eric Gordon is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Nicholas Batum. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint. Back to Daniels. Gobert with a screen on Covington. Here's McDaniels, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
They've been pounding any miss on the glass and cashing in on the offensive boards. I've been impressed with that aspect of their game.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Back to Gordon. Three-pointer. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Gordon with surgeon-like precision scoring the ball. Man, I love watching this guy work.
Soft touch off the glass.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
The Clippers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Out to Gordon. The three is up. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor. Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And Minnesota calls time here. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And he's been in control because of how well he's shooting. He's finding holes in the defense, and he's able to capitalize. Wow, it's almost like his confidence is increasing with each basket he makes.
Well, it didn't start out with him being in this crowd's crosshairs, but as the game went along, he kept pouring it on them. It's safe to say they don't want to see this guy anywhere near their arena for a long, long time. Morris on the wing. Leonard outside. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Beyond the arc. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Outside Edwards. Deflected.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left to play in the fourth.
When George starts to heat up like that, it elevates his whole team. They're loving his scoring right now.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. George outside. Morris against Towns. Morris sets a screen. Leonard for three. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Edwards for three. They get it back. Here's Gobert. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Clippers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And the Stifle Tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
And he can't hit the second.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
Here's man. Leonard outside. For three. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota with the ball. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Back to man. Leonard outside. Pass to man. Leonard outside. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. A statement road victory.
Cool.